I used to know every exit road on the way to Westside Barbell when I was still competing. Every one of them. I never took one because something just gets you there. It's a routine, a habit, or whatever it is. Sometimes it sucked the whole time you were there, but you still got there. Because you've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's ups and downs.
Yeah.
Okay. With the tricky part with the downs when you're in a sport is the cortisol's up, while you're pissed, right? And then that's affecting training, it's affecting recovery and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When, again, if it's somebody that you're mentoring and they're going through that down period, what advice do you tell them? Outside of, look, this won't last and it will go away and it's going to get better and all that. But not off season wise. I mean, prep is a whole nother animal, right? Because hormones are kind of all over the place. You're in a calorie deficit. I mean, it's you with any physique sport. There's like I call it a fugly phase, right? Where you look a certain way when you're full. Like right now, you're full. Yes. It's like this, and it's an awesome look. Then you got this weird fucking phase, right?
Yeah.
Which is what, maybe 4 weeks, 3 weeks. You're like, oh, what the fuck? Like some stuff's getting lean, some's not. And it can be a mind fuck. Yeah. Right. And then you kind of come out that other end. Yeah. So again, with that mentoring of, the women you're working with, how's that process? Or how do you, when she's going through that? Because I'm sure, she's a human like anybody else. What the fuck is wrong with this? Yeah. How do you guys work through that crap?
Yeah, I think, my general philosophy, like in life, there's the extremes, right? Where we think everyone's angry. We think everyone's pissed off. Well, they're not. That's the extremes you hear about on Twitter, but 80% of the population is going about their business. Similar thing to me with social media. There are, every post, there's going to be the one or two people that come after her with the same stuff. They know it's a low blow and it's going to hit hard, but 99% positive comments and and none of those people at the end of the day are like the opinion she should be listening to anyway, right? And it's her coach, it's like her inner circle are the only real opinions that matter. I think a bigger thing, I know we can ask when she gets back, but there's the social media has brought on like that negativity. There's also people who have these insane goals, like, hey, here's a picture of XYZ athlete, like literally the best athlete, athlete in the world. I want to look like this. That's tough. Because one, genetics, you're probably never going to get there. But then there's also another 20 things probably going to make it difficult for you to become that person. So anyway, I think that's when social media is dangerous.
Yeah, when she gets the fuckheads, right? She's like, look at this, and she's like pissed. Yeah, you got to reel her back in. Yep. Right. Yep. How fast does that come back?
Oh, minutes, seconds. Yeah. Incredibly fast. Now, got a thick skin at this point.
Yes.
Very thick.
Okay, but that was in a weird way earned. Yep. Because of all the bullshit. Yeah. Right. So we're talking about the weirdo stuff where it hits you. You're like, look at this bullshit. Yeah. And then at this point, it's like, look, then you realize, oh, okay, this is just, get over it. Yeah. Right. But it took a while to get there.
Totally.
The worst of the worst is you kind of like, wow, humanity's in a bad place.
Yeah.
Someone took the 2 minutes to write something that nasty about someone they don't even know. That's tough, but those are rare.
The one thing that's like really gets me is when people ask about like kids, like, why don't you and Matt have kids? They'll like write on not so much on Instagram, but like on YouTube, you'll get the random like person with no followers, whatever, or subscribers. And they'll be like, why don't you have kids? Or like, why do you look like a man? And man, those ones really piss me off.
Well, that's a big one, like the why you look like a man, or what gender, that kind of stuff. Yes. Right. And that's going to come pretty much to any woman that lifts weights at all. Yeah. Right. And the fact that it still kind of pisses you off is good for people to hear. Yeah. Right. Because are they thinking at some point they're just going to become so callous to it that it's not going to? Right. Yeah. Where I think if you can just realize, no, it's always going to piss you off a little bit. Yeah. Maybe it's a little easier to deal with. Yeah. I mean, would you agree with that?
Totally. Yeah. And I mean, now when I see them, I just kind of like laugh and I'll show Matt. But like, honestly, my favorite thing is to block them.
Yeah.
I love just hitting that 3 and block. See ya.
Next.
Yeah. With the motivation part, right? Because it is, your life is Groundhog Day.
Yes.
Okay, over, and it's been that way for it's been. I don't even know if you can answer the question. It's been so long, right? Because when it's ingrained as a habit, just over and over and over and over, I don't think you really see any other way out. You know, it is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
But I am sure you still have. You're not going into every training session motivated to do the training session. Mm-hmm. You're not going into every day thinking, hey, this is a great day. I'm going to eat chicken and rice all fucking day.
Right.
You know, and this kind of stuff. So on those, I know the answer that you're going to say, but on those days that are just the grind days that you just need to just get through.
Yeah.
Right. What helps you to get through those?
Matt.
Mm-hmm.
He really does. The fact that I'm like, that I have this life and that I'm able to do what I love every single day, like go to the gym, bodybuild. I have my online coaching business, amazing supplement sponsor. I don't cook really any of my meals. I have the chicken pound that sends me 20 pounds of chicken every month. Like I could be back at the hospital working like a 9 to 5, drawing people's blood Monday to Friday, or I could stop being a little pussy and go to the gym. You know, there's days when I do think of that. Like, would you rather be working at the hospital right now, or do you want to shut up and go to the gym? So I'm thankful for those days. So it gives me like a reality check. Like, no, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
It would take a dark turn. I don't know if we want to go this direction on the podcast, but we've taken some life L's over the last 12 to 16 months. Like people very close to us have passed away. It has been a challenge. And just like through that, I do think we talk about this all the time. You know, we go on vacation, we're super excited to get home.
Yeah.
Like our best day is like when we get back, like how great our house is, our home gym, our dogs, our routine. We love our routine. So yeah, there's been some dark days. There's been some big life L's. We've lost some of like literally the core people, our inner circle people, right, have passed away recently, plus COVID and all the other bullshit the world's dealing with. So it's, you know, you can, I guess, let that suck you down and not get out of bed. But we have very much been on the approach of, man, we have it good and we better enjoy it like now. Like we need to enjoy it
like
more.
every day. Yeah.
So we talk about this stuff a lot.
So you reframe it with gratitude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So I mean, that's
forced even at times. You know,
yes.
Life is not easy. Life's not supposed to be easy.
No.
And so it is sometimes like, you know, you're heading to a dark place and you better appreciate what you have. You know, 2-time Arnold champ, you know, Missy, you got it good. You know, so anyway.
Well, I think that's important. I think that's an important point because you can fall in these dark rabbit holes, especially when you're in it to begin with.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're looking for other things to just validate how shitty it all is.
Right.
Because then you're like, well, this is shitty. Well, then so is this.
I think the world wants us to go that direction.
Well, I believe so. But I mean, to have the foresight, you know, or a partner to be able to say, look, let's just stop for a minute.
Yeah.
And let's just think about what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that we can be grateful for. At least it stops the dive.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and sometimes it can kind of help you pull back out, you know, the hole, but at least you're not going to go deeper.
Yeah.
And I think that's an important aspect
Yeah.
of that. And a routine, I believe, can help with that.
Big time.
Right? Because you got this, it's like, God, everything's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I can control my next meal and this and this and this, you know, because it's so structured, even though it's a routine.
Yep.
And it's the same crap. Not everybody, I think at a certain point, this is kind of a misconception I think a lot of people have, is not everybody loves going to the gym every single time they have a training session. You know, I've told stories about, you know, I used to know every exit road on the way to Westside Barbell when I was still competing. Every one of them. Like I can go here, I can go here, I can go here. And I never took one. Yeah. Right? Because something just gets you there. It's a routine, a habit, or whatever it is. You just get there. Sometimes it sucked the whole time you were there, but you still got there. That I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
You know, just keep freaking going.
Yep.
But the taking the exit road's not the best choice.
No, almost never.
No, it isn't, right? Because then, and the way my mind was worked, I do it once, then I know I'm going to do it again. Then again.